What's going on, everybody? How we doing today, man? Welcome back to another one. You already know where you are, man. You know, we're always jumping into the high schools. You know, I figured we need to start showing the youth level some love. But first, we always got to thank the people that make this possible, because this ain't no joke. Big shout out to Breakthrough Football, everything 737 Summer Passing League has going on. It's actually been pretty exciting down there. If you look at the first couple of weeks, you know, it started out where you got Team Yellow, Team White up there in the lead, and then Team Yellow sticking with it, Team Lime, and then Team White sticking over there in third place. I think Blake with Team Pink made a pretty good come up, standing over there at fifth spot. So big shout out to Breakthrough Football. Definitely check out everything. All the camps coming on. Central High School had a car wash. I know a lot of people showed up big for that. But we're going to get into this. We're going to bring on the president of West Warwick Youth Football. They've been around a long time. You know, you really can't talk about Rhode Island youth football without really talking about West Warwick Steelers. So we're going to bring on Mike Gauvin, president, West Warwick Steelers. Mike been around a long time. But before we do that, I want to thank Colwell Bankers, Mark Wright, for sponsoring this. Give Mark a call, 401-787-5203. But we're going to bring in Mike right now. Let me get this up out of here. Mikey, what's going on? President, West Warwick Steelers. How you doing?
How's it going? Doing good.
All right, not bad, man. Long time. You know, I've been wanting to get you on here, and you've been wanting to come on for quite a long time. So I'm glad we finally have a chance to get you on.
Yep.
You know, so tell me, West Warwick Steelers, how did you first become part of the Steelers?
When my son turned 5, I brought him down there to sign up to play football, since that's where I played when I was in the youth program. And then I stayed down there, coached him throughout the program, and then keep recycling down and taking over new teams and sticking with it and just keep coaching new players.
So you never left since you started when your son was, wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, he hasn't played in 4 years. I have no kid in the game down there. I mean, actually, no, he hasn't played in 8 years. I'm sorry, 8 years. I have no kids down there.
So you have no kids down there right now at all?
No, my grandson, and hopefully 2 years he can sign up for flag. 2.5 years. What keeps
you doing it?
I do it for the kids. I mean, I could be food shopping with my wife, and I'll have like a grown man shout my name across Walmart and say, Coach Mike, and come up and give me a hug and show me love. And that's why I do it, for those kids that need that.
How does that make you feel when you see a player maybe 10 years later, you know, and they're grown now, and they come up to you and tell you what a difference your organization made?
Yep, I love it. That's exactly why I do it. I don't have a kid in the game. I don't have to coach because my kid's there, and when he leaves, I leave. I'm there for the community. I'm there for all the players that need me down there to be down there.
Steelers. Why the Steelers? Why the name the Steelers? Was that always the name of the organization?
I mean, before my time, it maybe could have been something else, but for as long as I know, it's been the West Warwick Steelers.
Yeah, I was just I was curious about that. So tell me a little bit about your organization, what you guys do, what you think you're important to the community for.
Well, I mean, it's football. We build structure. We build leaders. That's why we're down there. We coach kids up. We have kids that are maybe in broken families or just need a male role model, a positive figure to be in their life. So that's why all the volunteers are down there, and I have a good, strong board down there. A lot of things get done because of them, and I appreciate my board every day. We always try to give back to the community. We try to give back to the Crompton Vets organization. They allow us to play there. That's a private field. So they give us that practice facility and a couple of buildings for us to use for our concession stand.
And
so
How important is it to have a facility? You know, a lot of teams don't even have a place to play. What's the importance of being able to have a place?
I mean, you get anywhere on a slow night to between players and parents and coaches, like 200 people down there. So we have a bathroom, we have a concession stand that helps us making a little bit of money. And some parents want to eat there. They need food. They just came out of work, took the kids straight to football. So we have food down there for them to eat. Helps us out, helps them out. We store our equipment in one of the older sheds. We're looking to get rid of that shed, put a Connex box down there. And we have our equipment room in the basement, and we have our meetings in the basement. So it helps a lot to have access to buildings that you can use when you need them.
Yeah, not definitely. So you had a lot of teams come through in 18 years. I mean, a lot of kids must have came through West Warwick in that amount of time.
Yep, definitely a lot of kids. Like I said, I started with my son's team. I stayed with them for 9 years. Then I coached another program, another group of kids down. There was some trouble on that staff. A lot of people left. A lot of parents were not happy with the situation down there. And I came in and coached with them and started making that team a playoff team and taking them around and being a leader for them that they needed. And I coached that team through. And then I went back down again. So this is my fourth time going through. And then once I aged this team out, my grandson should be ready to play flag so I can age him through the program.
Now, I was looking it up and I see that you're with these kids, what is it, 8 years? Like if they stick with you from beginning to high school?
Yeah, so you get you get a flag kid now at 4 years old if he signs up, 5 years old in Rhode Island preteen. That's what organization we're in. I mean, that's our league. So if a kid signs up at 4, he can play to 14. That's 10 years. Most kids don't come that young. They'll come at 5 or 6. But yeah, you get them for about 8 years, sometimes 9 years through that. They go through the program.
And then you send them on to their respective high schools. And that's quite, most youth leagues have them 4 years.
Yep.
Wow, to have a kid 8 years, you must, develop relationships with the families, relationship with the kids, because 8 years is a long time.
8 years is definitely a long time. And I have kids come back, like some kids from the high school come back, or if they went to different high schools to get their community service hours to help out, to volunteer, to be student demos. A lot of people like it. A lot of families come back. A lot of players, when they have kids who play through the program, come back and bring their kids down there. It's tradition. It's just if you're from West Warwick and you play football in West Warwick, that's where you come bring your kids. Even if you don't live in West Warwick, we have people from all over that come play for West Warwick. So.
Well, West Warwick is like, a lot of people don't know this, but they hold the high school record for the most championships. Actually, they're above, I think, a couple games above Burrillville. Burrillville's above them, but they're like 10 games ahead of Hendricken. Yep. They're a big football community.
Yep. West Warwick's very in love with football down here.
Yeah, definitely. You have the Ocean State Steelers. That is another branch of West Warwick.
That is and it isn't. That's a spring league through NEYT, which is ran out of Massachusetts. I help them out when I can because I know how hard it is to run a league and you have to build connections with people to get things done. So this year I was the director of football operations, but Dave Waldeck, he's the president, who's my vice president for the West Warwick Steelers. He wanted to do this. He wanted to take it over for Ocean State. I told him I'd help him. I'm not going to let him fail. I'll be there for him and do as much as I can. And then I got a new job, so my hours changed. I can't be down there as much when they start this season because I have school up in up in Boston for local pipe fitters. That's one pipe fitter. So I still have to go to school, and those are mostly on football nights. So I can help out how I can when I can.
And I spoke with Dave the other day. He seemed very, very professional, actually, and cordial.
Yep.
So
Dave's a good person.
Yeah. Listen, what's up with the high school? West Warwick Steelers, West Warwick High School. How can we get a common bond?
Well, I mean, I can say since I've been part of the board, we're on our third coach now, I believe. First, was it? It was before Cato. I think it was Shane Nagore. So it was Shane. I think so. So we had a kind of small relationship. And Cato came in. Cato said, hey, you want to be my feeder program? I appreciate it. Came down, did a coaching clinic for us. Came to a couple games, never came back. Wes came down, talked to the varsity team last season. Said he would help out any way he could. Seen him at a couple games. Again, that's pretty much as far as that went. So it's usually coaches reach out when they come down. I know a lot of our kids are gonna go up there. A lot of talent goes up there, and they try to build a bridge, but people have busy lives. I don't know what it is, but usually it doesn't pan out. And no one comes back. They don't keep talking to us. They don't try to fill the gap and bridge it.
So you're just looking for an open two-way street, you know what I mean? A good relationship with somebody. Like if they come down, you are open to speaking with them.
Yeah, be supportive. I mean, if we're the West Warwick High School feeder program, like obviously some kids, if they live in Coventry, they're gonna go play for Coventry. If they come from Warwick, they're gonna go play for Warwick School. But a lot of kids come from West Warwick, and if they don't go to Hendricken or Sound, they go up to the high school. I mean, if we're a feeder program, then I feel we should have a bigger friendship, and they should be more involved and come support us, our fundraisers, and come do things like that to help out the youth program if we're feeding them athlete players.
And not only West Warwick, this goes for a lot of communities, that really have a disconnect with their youth program, because, we should want to let the kids, they should want to stay in their town and play football. They should love football, and the two organizations should have a common bond.
100%.
Where do you see youth football going in Rhode Island? I'm seeing a lot of different teams popping up. Do we have Coach Pennington actually said, there's a comment on the screen. He said he called you to do a Steelers night, and you said you would call him back, but he didn't hear back from you.
He told my players to wear jerseys that night, and we told the parents, and a lot of players went up there and wore jerseys. That was as far as that went. So,
where do you see youth football going in Rhode Island? Do we have too many youth football programs?
I don't think so. I mean, it goes by the areas. Like I know there's quite a few teams up in Pawtucket. You have at least 3 teams up there now. You have Fairlawn, Darlington, and Oakwood. That's 3 teams for one city. That's a lot of teams. There's only 2 teams in Providence, or 3 teams in Providence, I believe. Well, I mean, West Warwick's a small town, so we have 1 team. There's a couple of teams in Cranston. There is a lot of youth programs, but I don't think it's too many. I mean, you can only put so many players on a field.
Yeah, so, no, exactly. And well, I see a lot of these independents popping up, and sometimes you lose kids.
That's not. They're like those. They play and travel to play. It's not like they join a league. Like, I mean, as far as I know, there's 4 leagues in Rhode Island. You have RISMA, you have Pop Warner, you have AYF, and you have Rhode Island Preteen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think even Westerly is the only one that plays outside the state.
Yeah, Westerly's in like an independent league down there. They play all Connecticut teams.
Yeah, they play in the Southern Connecticut team. I think it was easier logistics to travel when 2 blocks over is Stonington, and they have the long rivalry with Stonington. So I think it just made sense. But there's a lot of great historical youth programs in this state for sure. RISMA is Pop Warner.
Yeah, RISMA is Pop Warner. It's just they I believe they're different. They have different teams. Middletown, like Mount Hope, Edgewood, I believe Coventry, and I don't even know who else is left in. I want to say it's Ocean State Pop Warner, maybe. And then you have RISMA, which is like to me, I call them the island area. They have like, I believe Barrington, Middletown, the over there, Seekonk, I believe is in it. I want to say Edgewood actually joined them last year. I'm not too positive.
Edgewood, that's another historical organization that's been doing things for a long time. CLCF, a lot of great youth programs. Where does West Warwick rank up against them for historically statewide for a youth program?
I mean, I think we're pretty good. I mean, you can go check our equipment room. There's national titles down there from Pop Warner. We have sent all-star teams down to play. Like, there's a lot of titles down there. So I think we stack up pretty good. The later years, it's changed a little bit. Like in our league in Rhode Island preteen last year, North Kingston took it in every division. North Kingston's very strong.
Yeah, North Kingston strong, and they provide a great feeder. What is that? That's preteen Jaguars, right? You got what? The Jets, the Jaguars.
Preteen, we have the Jets, Jaguars, Oroville, West Warwick, Charahoe, Warwick, EWG, Cumberland, Tri-Town, Providence Hawks, Oakwood Raiders, South County Giants, I hope not, North Providence Jets, North Smithfield Express.
Wow. There is quite a few in yeah. And Rhode Island preteen's been around for a long time. They were having a conversation today on the post that I made. Richard Addison, he's an OG. I call him a triple OG. I think he's 81. He's been following Rhode Island high school sports. Shout out to him unless he's in Facebook jail again. But some legendary names come out of West Warwick, and continue doing what you're doing. Anything else you wanted to add?
No. I mean, I'm good. I just like I said, we're down here. We start up first week of August, and we're not going anywhere. We're here to stay. We grow every year. Our numbers grow every single year. Every year they grow.
Well, Mike, if you ever need me, you already know. Oh, you got a golf tournament. Actually, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Shame on me. Golf tournament. West Warwick Steelers, August 13th, Saturday. You want to tell the people a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's going to be at North Kingston. You got to pre-register online through the link, and all money has to be turned either to a board member, mailed into our P.O. box, or paid through our Cash App. So we can order the T-shirts or the grab bags, give them a hard count of heads that are going, and start making the swag bags for them. But it's usually our biggest fundraiser every year. That's why we keep doing it. This year we decided to do 18 holes. Usually it's 9, but a lot of people wanted to play more golf between when it tee off and when the food starts. There's a big, huge gap. So we decided to try 18 holes this year and see how that works out.
Well, definitely check them out. We're going to post this on the page. So check out the West Warwick Steelers Golf Tournament fundraiser. And also the lineman challenge at Coventry High School, July 30th. 5-man teams. I think this is going to be awesome. You don't have to be a lineman. Get your 5 strong friends in high school. Go sign up. $45 for a whole team. They're going to have the sled competition. They're going to have, I think, a fireman carrying. You got to carry like a 75-pound dummy. I'm going to have all the information, but sign up for that lineman challenge. We never have nothing for the linemen going on.
Yep.
But Mikey, man, big shout out to you. Have you got down and checked out any of the breakthrough action yet?
Actually, well, I'm talking to Stanley on another few things that we got coming up. So I'd like to definitely go down there and check that out.
Shout out to Coach Dunbar, everything he has going on. Breakthrough has been lit. Always looking for coaches, so definitely, likewise, give Mike a call. You can check him out on social media. Definitely. Let me see. What else did I have up here? Yeah, Breakthrough is just kicking butt right now. Like, Team Yellow is doing very, very well. I actually have the standings right here. Very, very exciting. Team Yellow 6-0. Team Lime, led by Herlin Perry, is 5-1, and Team White 5-1. So you got Mike Washington, Herlin Perry. I forgot who the coaches of Team White. Very, very competitive. So get down there, check it out, Conley Field, man. But West Warwick, you have any signups coming up? Anything you want to
We have open online registration now, and usually the first Monday of August when we start, the parking lot's going to be full. A lot of people like to just sign up in person. We try to do early registrations to get a good count of our numbers, but usually it's the first week. That first week is crazy down there.
We'll get out there, Coach Mike, President Mike. Thank you for what you do up there in West Warwick, and we'll definitely talk to you soon.
Yeah, appreciate you having me on.
All right, anytime. Here we go. President of West Warwick Steelers. I'm glad he was willing to come on answer the few questions. But yeah, man, any youth program that's doing what they have to do is it's teaching the kids fundamentals, get them ready for the high school. Because sometimes these kids, that's all they remember is what their coaches are teaching them. We're gonna have Gary Goodheart that's going to be coming on soon. He's going to talk about the lineman challenge that he has. That's going to be awesome because we don't have nothing for the linemen at all. But I appreciate Coach Mike coming on. What do you guys think about a lineman challenge? And definitely Mike, Coach West, definitely you guys can definitely link up, and hopefully get kids working together, sending kids up to the high school. I like it when all these programs work together. That's why Burrville has such a good feeder program. And their high school feeds right off it. We have some great feeder programs in this state. So, so we're going to talk to Coach Gary Goodheart. Let me see what else is going on. Oh, big shout out to my man Mikey Washington, new sponsor, Recovery Rhode Island. Mikey's gonna have it lit. He's gonna come on this Sunday and talk about what he has going on. So big shout out to Mike Washington, Recovery Rhode Island. Another supporter. Big shout out to Breakthrough. Do you want to win this? Get out there to Conley Stadium. It's definitely been 2 exciting weeks. Coach B-Ball, the second annual We Not Me football camp coming up on July 23rd, 10 to 2 p.m. up there at Barry Field. We're still keeping an eye what's going on over there. Allegations of hazing not looking good up there at North Smithfield. We're going to be all over that one as well. The all-in football camp. Shout out Coach Blake. Appreciate you. So get out there if you have a youngin out there in Warwick. Get out there, grades 1 through 8, $40 non-tackle youth football camp to teach the fundamentals. Thanks, Eddie. Appreciate it. Appreciate all you do, as well as love being on. And was fun to talk live a little. Thanks, Mike, for having me on today. No problem, man. Salute to you. We'll definitely get you on again soon. And hopefully you and Coach Pennington could get all this worked out. So let me actually see what's up with what other football camps are coming up? Oh, I hope you guys had time to get out and check out Coach Washington's car wash he had going on. Support your programs. Look at Breakthrough, man. This is where they're ranked right now, man. It's definitely pretty lit, but we're going to see. Give me a minute. I'm going to reach out to Coach Goodheart. We're going to come right back. We're going to have him on, and we're going to talk about this camp. Let me see anything else. Yep, here it is. The Lineman Challenge, July 30th, Coventry High School. That is going to be insane. I actually think I have it's going to be basically 5 teammates. It's 5-man teams with 1 alternative to compete in 7 events. Tug of war. there's going to be a 40-yard drive. You drive a one-man sled for 40 yards, and then the next teammate got to take over. That's just insane. And then you repeat it till all the teammates have gone. Can your team be the last 5? I mean, if you look at everything that you have to do, this is definitely a challenge for your football program. Register now. 45. I think it's like, if you register early, it's like $45. A $45 fee. You register early. Let me see if I got the if I even put the website up here. No, but I actually will, and it's actually all over my website. So register early. A fireman tackling dummy, you got to carry him for 75 yards. But we're going to come back in a few minutes with Coach Goodheart, and then we're going to talk to the new president of Coventry Oakers Junior Football. Sorry, I was a little distracted for a minute, but we'll be right. Where is this?
Get ready, it's coming. You hunting or you running? Get ready, get ready, get ready, ready.
You nervous with butterflies in your stomach? Don't try to intimidate me. You couldn't scare me with lip. I'm spontaneous, smart, dangerous, fancy and quick. My trainer told me to work. He ain't prepared me to quit. I'm the only captain who's sailing this championship.
I gotta hold down the city.
And now here we go. You beat Princeton East. Good win. How you feel?